So now I'm going to be needing some Barbie Ken shoes. These are going to require drying time, so I'm going to go ahead and do these. So I'm using this Barbie fashion pack, and just have to open it up. And that was easy. Can use that box for something later. Okay, so out of this fashion pack, it comes with these 2 blue Barbie shoes, or I mean Ken shoes, since this is a Ken fashion pack for shoes. These 2 blue shoes. I'm just gonna shove these back in here as I do it because I'm gonna have to add these to my Ken wardrobe. So and then it has these, oh my, smushed shoe. Okay, well it has these red shoes that are supposed to look like this. This one is a little smushed. I don't think I'm gonna be using these too much in my Ken's wardrobe for all my Ken dolls, so that's good. And then this is like the quickest review ever. And then it has these, oh wow, really cool gold shoes, and these are my absolute favorite out of this because, dude, they're gold Ken shoes. And my doll Shandon, which he is in the 2nd episode of the Dwayne's now, he is totally gonna rock these with any other outfits that he's gonna have because, dude, he already has silver shoes, so gold is gonna go great with his wardrobe. Well, I mean, they're kind of just all the Ken clothes are for everybody. Well, this is what the only shoes that I was looking for out of this pack are these tan ones, which look more formal to me. They look fancy. So now I'm going to take these, and I'm going to take some red, which is, this says real red, this just says black right there. And this is real brown. And I also used the real brown when I was painting his hair along with the black. So then I'm just going to mix these up. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of the, it's better to start with the brown. Because I need like a reddish brown for these. So I'm just going to take some brown. Oh, crap. Oh yeah, that's stuff. Have something underneath this because these shoes sit. Since you're going to be down on the ground, it's really good idea to have something underneath. So if stuff like that happens, because then the paint is just going to get all over your table. And that wouldn't be fun. So make sure you have a surface. After I get the right color, so like that, because I'm just trying to match the shoe color from this photo, which is the same one that I was using earlier, so that one. So just matching it to that, which I think that looks pretty close. So just using the red and the brown, just adding gradually. And then I'm just going to paint the entire shoe with it. And this is going to require a few coats. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Just put on a good show like Supernatural or Stranger Things and paint away. Okay, so because I was finding the patterns that I'm going to be using for the next step, these have already dried. So, well, they're just a little tacky, but they're just dry enough to touch. So, yeah, I might want to let them dry a little bit, but yeah, I'm going to be impatient. So, these are now dry, well, for the most part, and this took 3 coats to get full coverage. And I think I forgot to mention that I'm using gloss acrylic paint because acrylic dries faster than tempera. It goes on thicker, and I don't really use tempera anymore because it's like so thin and stuff. I don't have any tempera paint. So I'm using acrylic and I'm using gloss because that won't chip. But then satin, you can also probably use satin or semi-gloss, but matte avoid because that's just gonna chip. So I mean, I guess you can use it since these are gonna get sewed. But the next step is to take just some black, and that's just black, and then paint the sole. And when you're painting the brown, you don't have to worry about painting the sole since it's gonna get painted over with black. And then for the sole, since it continues up a little bit around, I'm going to paint that as well. Because, see, it has that lip right here that just going to paint over as well with the black, but only on this because that's part of the sole. And repeat on both. Then after the sole dries, take some more black and paint the laces. So this little bow of lace, just paint over it. And this will take a minute. And repeat on both again. Then after you paint the laces, so here it is, I hope that's pretty good lighting. So here it is with the black. Paint it over this line as well. Right here. Not sure if that was part of the lacing, but I thought it would look good, so. After you paint that, then take some varnish and seal it. Now, this could take a minute. You know, you're having to cover a whole shoe in varnish. You don't need multiple coats of varnish. Just need like one that makes sure you cover everything. But yeah, so then we'll have to allow these to dry. And I would suggest doing the top and then after it dries, then paint the sole. Or seal the sole, because then nothing should rub off. And repeat on both. Then while those are drying, I take my pattern from my How to Make a Doll Can t-shirt and doll can pants with working pockets video, which I will have out on my channel very soon because I actually don't have it out yet, but I'm going to post it very soon so you can watch how to make this. But it's really simple. So, and I will have these posted on my page where I post my printables. So, or blog, that's what I call it. I forgot. So, that's still in progress, but I will have those posted. So I use that to make a pair of pants using some blue cotton fabric. Use navy blue, and then they used white for the inside of the pockets. And with these, instead, I didn't sew a double line, which you'll see in the video, and with these, to make them look formal, I'm going to fold them in half. I'm going to fold each pant leg in half, and then make a crease, and then you can use an iron, but I don't think that's necessary. So I'm just going to use a dull iron. It doesn't actually produce steam or anything, but it works to help get the crease in. So it has a nice crease down the pants, and then I repeat it on the other side. And they're formal looking. I did that already, but I just did it again to try to increase it. So now we have one of the alpha pieces. So the next step is to take my pattern that I'm also going to post onto my blog thing for the printables. It's to make a shirt, button-up shirt, because, yeah, button-up shirt. I put it on the back so I can remember which pieces go with which. It's a great technique to keep things organized. Okay, so with this, I just sketched a doll torso, which I always use the original Made to Move body, like what Kobe has, this Kobe, since he has the original Made to Move body. So, and that's like what I always have, like the original body usually, because there's not like Made to Move, yeah, not like Made to Move bras or anything. So I just traced the doll onto the paper, just traced around the doll's torso, and then I added a curve to the bottom, making sure there was a little bit of space, and making sure I curved it at the shoulder. And I also put it at an angle on top of the shoulders, which would be right there. And then I folded it in half and traced it again, except I made the color go down a little bit more, which be on this one, and I added a seam allowance on the side to make the front and back panels. And then, to make the sleeves, I just put them together like that, making sure to like it was acting like if it was sewed, which actually might just be better if they actually sew it. And then just trace the curve onto a piece of paper and then add lines, which I think these are 1/2 inch. So, not including the seam allowance, they're 1/2 inch and then 1/4 inch. I'm not going to count that because that takes long. That's how I made the pattern. And of course, I made it long enough to go on the doll's arm. It goes to like the wrist.